Xong hả con? À, bây giờ chưa? Không mà cái ý đó con thấy hay không? Mình viết cái quyển đó.
Dạ, con cho mọi người vô hết cho thầy.
Con rồi. Trời, bữa nay morning.
Đối kháng nhau chứ. Con chào thầy.
Mr. Phật, thầy chào thưa con.
Dạ. Thầy lên nữa. Thầy nói chưa đó nghe.
Good morning from Lumini. Everybody should keep 1 minute silent to pray for peace in the world. Okay, thank you. Did you hear the noise? That is
I hear.
Yeah. That is Saraskrand, the tallest bird in the world. It's a higher than me. It's a height of 1 meter, 180 centimeters. Yeah, higher than me. Thanks to this bird, I become the writer. Thanks to this book, I become the writer. Therefore, I choose to tell the people I'm the writer by accident, but not a professional writer. It's a long story, John. It's a very interesting. Before starting the topic today, I very much like you pray for me and support me to try to finish the book. John, you are living in Vietnam. You are living in the center or north or the south?
In the south, Barria Vung Tau.
Yeah. And it's a very interesting. In the center of Vietnam in the ancient time, in the 19th century, the North Vietnam is from Quang Binh to the north. That's from Quang Binh up to Nha Trang. This is another country.
Oh,
you know about this one? This is very interesting. So please, your meditation. I worry about the world crisis. You know that is Chamba country, one of the most advanced country, most civilized country on the planet.
Yes.
But due to the bad leader, I can say the bad leader, and then that country disappear on planet.
Mm.
In the 3rd century, in the 2nd century, the leader, the king of that country, they know how to enjoy the life. They send their people to India to import the technical art techniques and the art, literatures, Indian civilization come and develop that country, one of the most beautiful. But only one thing, their character is not positive. Their character is negative. They live near the sea. They develop very strong army. That's army to rob the ship in the sea, in the East Sea. and they take the property, make their country become rich. In the land, they have very good land, but they don't want to cultivate. They just choose the army to attack North Vietnam, to attack North means the south of Vietnam. And in the south, they attack the Phu Nan. The Phu Nan, that's the country where you are living. And even that, they send their army go to attack Cambodia and attack Thailand, Siem. And then even they go to attack Malaysia and Singapore. Because they are very, what we call cunning, wicked. They believe they have very strong army. So they don't want to cultivation. They don't want to do business, just attacking, rob people and become rich. And then in the 17th, 18th century, the European, they developed their techniques. They make the boat running with the engine, okay? And the European, they produce the product like shoe, clothes, and like high technology like this one. They want to find the market. And they sending particular English, French, Spanish. They develop about Navy system, okay? And then when they have technology, they send the big boat, go to the sea, East Sea. Now we call China Sea, East Sea. And then Champa Army, Champa Navy cannot challenge with European, okay? And they lost power. They cannot rob more people. And they come, they make strengthen their land army. The land army continue to attack Vietnam. South Vietnam, mean the north of Champa. In the south, they continue to send the army to attack Malaysia, Singapore. No, not Singapore recently, Indonesia. And attack Thailand, Phu Nan. And those countries, they cannot keep silent. And the king of Vietnam is a very intelligent, very clever. They marry their princess to the king of Champa. And we offer the beautiful princess to Champa, and the Champa king and offer to Vietnam the land. Free from, you see? And slowly, and they want to make the trouble. And Vietnam attack, and now hold the country lost. This is the lesson of the karma.
Mm.
When the ruler, when the person aggressive, and then they pay the karma. So now you are in Vietnam, if you have the time, please go to visit Nha Trang, Bình Định, Phú Yên, and then you take the photo and you work with me. We should finish that book.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah, because that book is also good lesson for many political leaders, different countries in the world now. You don't rely on your technology. You go to rob the poor country, and the bad karma come, their country will be lost. You see, like in South America, Inca, he also very strong kingdom, but they're very aggressive, and now their kingdom lost.
Mm.
And then in Europe, the same. Alexander Great, the same. They depend on their material power. They act from Europe to Asia. And at last, they lost their country. Now because now it seems to be the Alexander Great now, the kingdom also lost completely, isn't it?
Mm. Yes.
And Mongolia, one of the strongest kings, Genghis Khan. They started the war from Mongolia, and they go up to Europe. They have a very strong horse army. And now you say Mongolia become one of the small country big land, but a very small population.
Yes, very poor.
Yeah, very poor. So John, you are English professor. Now you are living in Vietnam. Kindly you collect the document, and you and I together, we try to finish this book to offer the political leader, world leader. Okay?
Okay.
It's a very
Yeah.
thing about 2-3 months. You see now the virus, coronavirus happened.
Yes.
It's a good lesson. Because the people in the world, majority, they do not respect the law of the karma. They do not respect the law of the nature. Therefore, you see now even the pandemics have happened. The world leader is not united. They just fighting, criticize each other. Even for the medicine, they are also not sincere, isn't it? So this thing happened.
Yeah. It's about the money for them.
Yeah. They're fighting money now. If we are not careful now, when the next century, even this century, when we was born, we take medicine every day. After medicine of COVID-19, then we have to save money to spend for the medicine of COVID-20, then 21st, 22nd, and then whole life is the medicine, isn't it? Including the leader.
Yeah.
Now you have time. Please, I will send you the document, and you. The document is not sufficient, but let us try to find.
Okay.
Yeah, in different country, and we should finish this book. Yeah.
Can I ask you a question?
Yes.
Is Can Tho, we're thinking of moving down to Can Tho after the COVID settles down. Was that a different country then as well?
Yes.
Yeah, down south in Can Tho.
Now this thing I should not disclose. If the world leader do not change their policy and idea, and another convict more dangerous will come. This I told you many times. This unseen hand warning. Unseen hand warning. We should change our mind in the proper, in the right way. Yeah, it's a very, very interesting, very, very interesting, and very funny also. Yeah. We respect. Yeah. Think about 1 month. I'm thinking very much about this kingdom. You will be surprised. Usually, I know I was born in Vietnam. Then I traveled many countries, but I did not pay attention about Champa civilization. But after more than 40 years, I returned to Vietnam. First time I visit the Da Nang Museum. I was surprised. I was shocked. Yeah. But this is not the mistake of the population, Champa people. This is the mistake of the Champa leader. This is a good lesson. You have seen. Oh, wonderful. Yeah. And when the COVID better, you and your wife should fly to Nha Trang. Okay. And spend vacation 1 or 2 weeks there. Enjoy the life. Nha Trang. Yeah. Not far from Saigon. Yeah. Nha Trang, they have, even I'm telling you, it's a very interesting during the war of Vietnam with American. Many few Vietnamese people, they live by the war. They purchase the weapon from the foreign country and selling in Vietnam. And they are, we can say they are the war business people. And after Vietnam War, after the Americans were defeated, they brought $1 million to America and Europe, and even in Australia. I knew. million dollars, and their money they keep in Switzerland bank and many financial paradise. At last, all lost. Even their children become the beggar. Now I cannot disclose the name because they will hate me, they will make trouble. So if you write the books, we also should investigate about this karma. It's very interesting, very interesting.
Yeah.
You have any question?
I have one question. Can I ask translation? Matfap.
Makfap.
Matfap.
Makfap
Yes.
means this is the Buddhist word. Makfap means the sacred method.
So
The sacred
again,
method. The sacred.
sacred.
Yeah, the method. The sacred lesson. Yeah. Sacred lesson. Because this sacred lesson I learned from, I want to, what we utilize that word. Yeah, Makfap. Or we call the sacred lesson.
Okay.
That lesson, the other master, they didn't write in the book, only by mouth. Makfap. You see, it's wonderful. You see, I'm telling you, this Makfap, very few Makfap, one of the Makfap I learned from my master. When I was young, I was very lucky. I stayed with him nearly 4 years. He taught me one of the Makfap, I think very important, at least 4 times. He taught me, oh my child, whenever you drink a cup of water or bowl of rice, you should be gratefulness whole your life. You see, when I left Vietnam 50 years ago, I didn't have much money. With me only 2,000 and one shirt. I follow that Makfap. I live very happily. It's wonderful.
That's good.
And now many people, they spend a lot of time to study in university, famous university in the world, but at last they don't have even the house to stay. Oh yeah, but this lesson we did not get from university, isn't it? So let us try to propagate this Makfap to different people.
Yeah.
Now it's okay. Today is the topic today. There's a many crises in life, global crisis and personal crisis. So with the solution, or we can say with Makfap, we can apply it to avoid the trouble, isn't it? This I also learned from my master. For example, sometimes people attack you, criticize us. When people criticize us, they blame us. So naturally, we have to react. We have to answer. If they blame us, then we blame them. They criticize them, we criticize. So according to advice from our master, the best way, we check the situation. If the people, for example, people talk bad for us, so we meditation, we check whether we do the wrong thing or not. Okay? If we do the right thing, then we continue our route. If the people criticize right, then we have to correct it. And if people criticize in the wrong way, so the best way we keep silent. We do not, no need to fight them. Like John. And when you was young, there are many people more intelligent than you. But now you see, your life is better than them. Isn't it? But when they see your life is better than them, they are not happy. They blame you, they criticize you.
Yes.
And you also were shocked. You say, oh, I'm very cool, good person. John is a good person, very bad. Why now they're jealous with me? Okay? And according to my mật pháp, when you come meditation, you check, oh, I do nothing wrong. Why this man jealous with me? They talk very bad me. So this case, you should be happy. Because you are higher than them. When you are equal with them, they did not compare. And now you are higher than them. They just, oh, John, your nose is broken. Or like this. Isn't it? Yeah. So when you are rich, many people will jealous with you. When so you and your wife, when you're happy, you should not show people. When people, they say your family happiness, and then many problems. That is the weakness.
Yes, that is happening. Yes.
Yeah. So this is a very wonderful mật pháp I learned. You see, for this little example, I was in Vietnam. I live in Vietnam only 18 years and whole my life in the foreign country. But I respect, I follow the Buddha teaching. Then one of my wish, I should come to India and Nepal to visit for holy places. And for holy places and all the places relating with the life of Buddha. When I was there, I see every country, Buddhist country, they have their monastery there in the Holy Land. But there's no Vietnam temple. I feel very sad. But Buddhism was introduced in Vietnam more than 2,000 years. But that's why there's no temple. I feel very sad. Then I wrote many letters to Buddhist leaders in Vietnam to request them should build the Vietnam temple in Holy Land, particularly in Bodh Gaya, where Buddha get enlightenment. And Vietnamese Buddhist leader answer me, Vietnam is a very poor country. And even thus, Vietnam, during the war, cannot do this difficult work. And they also remind me those temples were successful built in Holy Land because their people, their king, their president helped them to build. That is true. Like Thailand, the king spent $1 million to build a Thai temple. And other countries same. But for me, I think it's not the question of the money. If we sincere, if we are honest, then we can do. Then I worry, and then at last, I remember the mật pháp of my teacher. I went to the Bodhi tree where Buddha got enlightenment. Then I make a wish. I make so many wishes. I'm a greedy person. So many Christians. At that time, I was a student. I wish after my study, I should get good job, good salary. Because good job, but salary is not good, difficult for me to survive. and then good many friends, and so many wishes. But one of the wishes, I just make a wish, I do not promise. Before I die, I would like to see there's a Vietnamese temple in Bodh Gaya where Buddha got enlightenment. Like this, finish. Then after study, I was in different country, teaching, living in different job. But one day, I also sometimes remember the Holy Land. Then when I was in Europe, then I become the tourist guide by accident. I guide them to India to explain, like the tourists, where the places, many tourist places, particularly the Buddhist places relating with the Buddha. And when we was in the Bodh Gaya, and some of the European, my students, they say, oh, master, and this place, holy place, there's many foreign Buddhist temple, but there's no Vietnamese temple. But I say, no, it's not possible. Not possible. Because Vietnam very poor in the war, we cannot build. And then few of the foreign students, they told me, oh, master, you don't worry. If you starting project, I will help you. When they talk about this work under Bodhi tree, I say, you don't tell such thing. If you tell under Bodhi tree, you tell lies, then you have the bad karma. I also think just joking. But really, after only short time, you see, come back and they helping me starting slowly. Now we good. We build a Vietnam temple in Bodh Gaya. And the people say one of the most beautiful. And good environment because we have the big land. We build the small temple. We have good collection of the tree, particular tree relating to Buddha. You see? And this is the wonderful lesson for all of us. In our life, if we have the good idea, good action, good karma, we can do a lot of good work. If we have bad idea, bad action, bad karma, we have the big problem. Champa Kingdom is a good example. So, according to our Mạt Pháp, in our life, whenever you meet some difficulty, we should not complain. We should meditation, practice the teaching of the Buddha and try to understand the matter, and then we carry on in the right way. Then certainly we will be successful. We should not fighting like now. Like now in the world, many strong, many power countries, they utilize the weapon to treating to the poor country. And they export the weapon and then many problems. That is the core of the suffering. So, in my opinion, we should develop the power of love. This is now very important. You see now, when we open newspaper or we open the radio, how many times we see the propaganda of love? Very few. And they talk about fighting, criticism, hatred. So therefore, pandemic is come out, isn't it? That is a very bitter lesson we should learn. So when therefore last time I told you, if possible, let us starting the small magazine. That magazine we only talk positive things. Food, traveling, medicine, cooking, like this. Yeah. We don't talk about the action. We don't talk about hatred. We talk about the happy life. I think now there's no magazine about this thing, isn't it? Yeah.
I don't think so.
Yeah. So I have a little idea, if possible, because your English is mother language. If someone join with me, then I also talk with Thầy Huệ Sơn. My student, he's living in America. Let us try to publish. This book, I think, is not good selling now, but slowly. For example, in the Dutch magazine, we have to show the way, Mật Pháp, how to show difficulty in the family. For example, there are conflict in the family between husband and wife. And we analyze what is the cause of the conflict. And the conflict between the parent and children. In that book, we also talk about right education, not wrong education. In that book, we also talk about the way of living, art of living. For example, we also give good example in the smallest and poorest country in the world, but they are more happiness. That, for example, Bhutan, how the way. And John, now you have seen, I'm living in the country. There's a certain country, family, they are living in Himalaya. They have no car, no bicycle. They are living in a small house with 8 members. Then every day they spend less than, I think we can say not more than one US dollar a day. Very happy. But we are living in the country. We have the car. We have everything, but we are not happy. So in our book, we should analyze, we should mention on those things. So please, you make a little research and help me to bring out this magazine as soon as possible. Every time about 30, 40 pages. Now, according to the law in Vietnam, difficult, but we should bring in Nepal or India, isn't it? And slowly when we send back to Vietnam, and the Vietnamese government, they understand, and then we can get permission. But in Vietnam, to get permission, we have to respect the law. We should not publish in Vietnam. We publish in foreign country, okay? And then we get permission to the Vietnam after, I think, 1-2 years. And the government of Vietnam, they feel, oh, this is good, then they can. And even now, I want to accept it and Applied Peace Research Center in Himalaya. I would like to invite you and your wife come and help me. We had already. Then we should create international aware. Now ready? Yep. Yeah, aware. And that's aware we should offer to the positive leaders, people. Awares are ready. Yeah. So please you keep contact with me, and I also talk this matter with Thầy Huệ Sơn and other people. Yeah. Now John, the people living in the burning house. So let us try to make joy, toy, and good food, and they come out. So they will be not burned, and their life will be safe. Okay, And I talked more than nearly 40 minutes already. Now, any of you have the question? Hey, Wei Sheng, you want to talk something?
Yes, Master. Today, we talk about the four major crises in human life and the secret method to solve it. I think that this topic is very, very good. Master Rock Chop did a topic today, which I feel makes it a lot job of sense given the current situation. People are living in the time of unprecedented crisis. What solution can solve the crisis? Why people, especially leaders, always only know how to promote themselves without offering any reasonable solution. I taught the rises. The first rises that I would like to mention in the environment. Human in the world have destroyed the environment because of greed. People have cut down the removal forest. Many trees were the cut down. For example, in the Vietnam and some country, because in the forest no tree, so that there is no more shelter for wild animals. Humans also kill and eat small animals mercilessly. So much so that there are animals that have to go extinct that biologists have to alarm. I think that's very, very dangerous in the world. Why every year we have to witness terrible natural disasters such as earthquakes, forest fires, storm, and the loot that humans have to face. For example, in Vietnam, the last year in the middle Vietnam, many people die. Many people the lost anything because some people they don't have the house. They don't have, the animal the lost because people each year spend a lot of money to make atomic bombs and make biological weapons to deter each other. Some country, the big country, they want a Scooby. They see anything. In the end, people suffer from the disease like COVID-19 that has killed the countless lives. For example, because in India, many people they die, and in the Myanmar, because they fighting together. They fighting the army because army kill many people. They don't stop in the world. The second rising that I want to talk about here is that people do not have to kill like the previous time. I hear my master, he talked with me. I have my father, my mother and mother, because they were born the children. Because when I become the author, we must the love the foreign. We do the good some good activity. The third crisis is that people no longer believe in the law of the cause and effect. That's why they want to do whatever they want. As long as it benefits them, but they never think about the suffering of others, including small riches. That's why they can't do any evil. We also want to learn from Master Secret method. Now, so how do we avoid the crisis? Please, my master teach us about the secret method. We would like to hear from the master. Yeah.
Thank you, Thầy Huệ Sơn. Oh, yeah. This is naturally. If we are mindfulness and we observe, many things happen now. Due to the people do not respect the law of the karma. The people do not respect the law of the nature. So pandemic come. Yeah, pandemic come. And because we create, now you see what we say, the commune society. Commune society, consume, and we destroy many natural resources. 1 year we need only 1/3. But the people choose more than 10/3. That's polluted the earth, isn't it? We need only 1 kilo rice, but the people produce 100 kilo rice. Then when one cannot sell all that they throw away. But during that time, million people don't have enough food to eat, only due to their poverty. Yeah, that is the lesson. We let us together. We do something to sell our earth, Mother Earth. Okay. Any question else? It's remain 15 minutes. John, you have any idea?
I have a question that is a little bit off topic, different topic. But when I pray, I say the words, but I don't understand. I don't understand the words. Do I need to learn every word what I'm saying?
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
Yes.
I need to.
Yeah. You note down because you see the English. You was born in Australia. Your English Australian English, isn't it?
Yes.
Then if you go to Singapore, then you find Singapore English. Then I study in Europe. Now I'm living in India a long time. So my English also Karini English. Masala English. Thầy Huệ Sơn, he was born in Vietnam, but he learning in India and then he moved to America. So his English also now mixed English. United English.
Yeah.
So the best thing, let us together. If some word not clear, then you write down, then we can share the idea. Yeah. But I think we are lucky. We are lucky you was born in Australia, people born in Europe, in different countries. But now we can sit together. We can communicate through English. So therefore, I'm very much grateful English. English is very beautiful English. Yeah, language. Then thanks to English, we can together. So I think this also would mean to promote peace and loving kindness. It's wonderful.
Okay.
You can imagine, if I do not English, Then you and I we just looking, and you are very lucky. You and your wife can communicate in English. Now you speak in Vietnamese.
Just toot toot toot.
Yeah. Try.
Toot.
You try. Yeah. I find many young people, many young Australian and American and foreigner in Vietnam, they speak very fluent Vietnamese. So please, when you, I think now you have one of the best teacher, because your teacher is your wife. So every day you should talk with her about 2-3 hours Vietnamese.
Yes.
And after a few months, then you go to the market, no need translator. Okay? Yeah, Vietnamese language is a very, very wonderful language.
Yes.
Yeah. You discover in Vietnamese, in English, we say only you. Your mother, you also call you. And grandfather also you. In Vietnam, no. Mother, mẹ, ông bà, thầy. Yeah, not you. And Chinese and Ni, no, Vietnam different. It's interesting. Suppose you are 40 years old. You are 20 years old. People call you and John, mean you are very young. But if you are 70 years old, but you are 20 years old, people call you on John, mean you are 60 years old. Okay? If you are 80 years old, some people respect you, they hear John now, 80 years old, but you become 20 years old. The language is very interesting.
Yes.
Yeah. So you are lucky now. Try to, after a few months when I talk with you, I talk not only English, I talk Vietnamese. You have the very good teacher. Then talk with her in Vietnamese. Okay. And then help me to bring out the magazine. Let's us together. His
Okay.
magazine. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. Now remain 10 minutes. Any question else? Minh Đạt, you check any friend? Weather this morning in Lumini is okay. Yesterday is very hot. In Vietnam, I do not know. You see, condition living in Lumini is very difficult, very hot. Yes. 49 degrees. You can imagine. If you want to know how the heat, you enter the room, then you open the heat up to 49 or 50. Unbearable. And all of you, John, if you have money, you can leave any country very wonderful. But here, if you have a lot of money, you also looking money and laughing. You cannot buy many things. In other country, even pandemic crisis, but you can give supermarket, you can buy cake and many things, but here cannot buy. Yeah? Only rice, only carrot, only vegetable. But happy. We enjoy with the nature.
Yeah, that's right.
So I please, we should not have the COVID-19. I think this is also a good occasion. We have the more time to think about ourselves, to remain one place, meditation, practice Buddha teaching, and reading the books. And this one also, you see the sky more clear, isn't it? Before, very polluted. And even now, the river, the sea, and better, clear. because not many vote. And the family also have more time to remain at home, to be closer and have the lunch and dinner together. Before pandemics, busy all the time, isn't it? So in my opinion, we should gratefulness. We should grateful to COVID-19. We should not hate them. And this also, according to my opinion, this is a wonderful lesson. Wonderful lesson for all of us. And this is the lesson of unseen hand. Remind the human being, the being in the planet, should respect the law of the karma, should respect the law of the nature. We should be gratefulness everything. And I think thanks to this pandemics, I have the more time to think about the Champa country, one of the most civilized country on the planet. But the reason why they disappear on shock period. This is a good lesson for the political leader.
Yeah.
Others, can I give some opinion?
Yes, please.
When you talk about Champa Empire, I think about the Greek, Egypt and Rome, even though another country. It is last time they are very big empire. They occupy a lot of country. But after that now they are become poor and very weak. Yeah, it's some common. I think about that country because they use the power to occupy another country.
Right. Like the country, Alexander Great. They also disappear.
Yeah,
now
right.
becomes very small Iceland, small area.
Macedonia.
Yeah.
Right.
Now they want to independent, but also not easy. That is the karma. John, please think seriously. We should finish this book, if possible, within 1 year. Yeah. And we offer, we try to make beautiful publication, and we offer to different political leaders. They should learn. They cannot change the law of the karma. Cannot change. Yeah. 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 Thank you, Minh Khai. You have the good observation. Like Greek in ancient time also one of the strong power. Yeah, because they have very good troop of the Navy army. Yeah, they attack the occupied country. Yeah. Then at last, there's a one day what is the Turkey attack them and occupy, destroy many historical place in the Crete. Yeah. Any question else? Today, I think due to the climate, we don't want to talk, only speak and only listen. Oh, wonderful. You see the Mongolian in ancient time, the very strong army, lost army. They attack from even in India, many villages still remain there. So you see in Europe now, many people, they mix the race with the Mongolia. Now become poorest and big land, but still not not a strong voice. Mongolia. Very good lesson. Very good lesson. And our book, and our book, John, this also lesson to remind all political leaders. You should not be the greedy. You should not be aggressive. Yeah, it's very. And John, if you have the time, do you know the country on the planet 15 years ago, the richest, now the poorest? You know? Do you know which one? 15 years ago.
15 years ago.
15 years ago. You are the teacher, richer than America. Now the poorest one. Can you tell me?
I cannot.
Germany?
Jim, 50 or 15?
Here's our country.
Which one? No, the country. No. I give you trick. This I think that naturally. This country close your Australia.
Yes.
Australia. Which one?
The richest.
Yeah, richer
Ooh.
than Australia.
No, I don't know.
Russia. I think
You
so.
try.
I
Near
tried.
Australia. Yeah,
Near
near
Australia, Indonesia, but that Indonesia was very poor. Malaysia was very rich.
No.
Singapore.
No, Singapore is a very rich. How can we
Yeah.
say poor?
How can we say poor now?
Poorest on the planet. Near your birthplace.
Near Australia.
Yes.
Exactly.
I think that is Germany.
Germany is not near Australia.
It is a small Iceland.
Years ago,
Huh? Huh?
that country very
I don't know, Master. I don't know.
Now you no. I think interesting. I give you about 1 week.
Okay. Now I will confirm. Is it 15 years or
About
50?
15 years ago. 15 years ago, they are richer than Australia. Now they
Yes.
depend on Australia. Now they are poorest one.
North Korea.
Hong Kong.
Nghèo mà North Korea nghèo nhất hả? Yeah, North Korea nghèo mà.
No.
No,
Not Hong Kong.
not Hong Kong.
No. Hong Kong also a little far, but very near Australia. And they're very intelligent, very interesting. They bring a lot of money to go to Australia. They build big building in Melbourne, in different villages. Now all those buildings, they cannot bring their back country. Those buildings now belong to Australia. Australian property. Very interesting. Okay, you and your wife try
Yes,
to check this country and to answer me next week. Okay.
I will. I will do some studies. Yes.
Very interesting. This is under the camera. Oh, now Australian government help them a lot of money.
Yes.
Now I give you you try. Very interesting. Before Australian government borrow money from that country. Now Australian government give money to them. Now
Yes.
they become the bagger. But I think you, and if possible, after the convict, let us try to visit that country, and we should write a book about that country. It's a good lesson for the world leader. Okay, thank you very much for gathering today, and my best wishes, and see you next week. Thank you.
Thank you, Master.
Next week.
Pastor,
Namaste.
anybody? See you next week.
Con chào thầy.
Rồi, chào quý vị.
Không ngon gì đâu.
Ờ.
Recording